bonus video, correction video, update video, apology video, Crimsonland. Holy crap. So when I made the video, I uploaded it, and then I went back to make my thumbnail. When I made my thumbnail, I used my PlayStation 5. So when I took a picture of the Crimsonland page, I noticed it said PS5 or PS4 version, and I thought, wait, what the shit? There's a PS5 version of Crimsonland? Is that why there's no leaderboards or anything on the PS4 version? Because the video you just may have seen 2 seconds ago is on the PS4 version. So, I downloaded it onto my PS5, hopped in, bada bing, bada boom, had to play through the entire game again, so I thought, what better to do first while I wait for my wife to get home than start with my favorite thing, Jim Bine. So, to get to this game, you go to the credits, and then you play Jim Bine in your head. Triangle, 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 square, 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 triangle. Boom, unlock this game. And then I can't give you any more tips because this game is a combination of skill and luck. So, you basically take these shapes and you mix them together until they get bigger, and then you match them with the same size, and then you keep doing that, and you keep doing that, and you keep doing that, and you have to beat this high score of 53,000, which doesn't seem like a lot, but you'll see if you get around to this thing. You'll see. I made a video about it before because this took me years. This was the last trophy I needed, the last achievement, whatever you want to call it, the last thing I needed to do in this game, and it literally took me years to finish it. So I thought, I'll sit down and just barrel through it. I did it once before, I could do it again. My basic strategy is just to press over down, over down, over down, over down, over down, over down, over down until I can't. And then I'll switch it up. But at the same time, you got to kind of pay attention to what you're doing at some point because you can't just get through the whole thing that way. You have to also use strategy and sort of like, it's hard to explain. It's a really cool game. It's a really weird, quirky mini game to add to something like this. But you have to beat that high score because if you beat that high score, it unlocks one of the perks. And the only way to get that perk is to beat this high score. And there's a trophy for unlocking all the perks. So you can't get that trophy until you've unlocked this perk. So it's a little like probably the hardest achievement to get in this game, except for the like Nightmare Grim mode stuff. But that being said, like I said, I was waiting for my wife to get home from work because I told her, I was like, hey, we can play this now. So while I waited, I played Jim Bine, hoping I would beat my score again, or beat the score again, and sure enough, after a little over 30 minutes was all it took me, I beat the score, got the trophy, got the perk, and now that's out of the way. All I gotta do is play through the game, beat the game, and then do that again on super hard to get all the damn trophies. So, that's what we did. Then we spent the next 2 hours and we literally beat every stage, unlocked every weapon and every perk, and did everything except for beat the game on the 2 hardcore difficulties, which we need to do because that also unlocks the last 2 weapons that we need to unlock. And then I'll have all the trophies again, as well as I may have mentioned, they fixed the leaderboards for the PS5 version. So we have local leaderboards, we can play waves, we can play survival, we can do everything I said I couldn't do in the last video. I'm just playing on PS4 on that video, and I don't know why the PS4 version didn't get updated or didn't get like a fix so that you could at least play local and have a local leaderboard, which it had before. I know it did because I was always beating my local high score, and then my real high scores were not being posted because to be posted you had to have both players be signed in, and also both players had to have like plus accounts and official accounts, and I was just like playing with a guest account with my roommate at the time, and we destroyed this game, destroyed the leaderboards. We were in the top 3, and like We even beat our best score again, and it didn't post. I have pictures of it. I've posted it before. I've posted it other places. Like, it's just a game, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not like that big deal, but you know, point is, they brought it back, so now the wife and I can attack those leaderboards in survival on the PS5, which I think we're going to be doing soon. But I just wanted to follow up this bonus, this Christmas bonus. Santa came twice today. Ooh. But no, for real though, Crimsonland is a great game, and now that I know that the PS5 version is a PS5 version and it has all the same shit, I still would suggest buying this game even more now if you have a PS5 and you like this kind of game. Like I said, I've had it since day one on PS4, and here I am, years later, PS5, picking it back up and jumping right back into it again. And everything I said in the last video about how half the game is broke is only true for the PS4 version, as the PS5 version, you can see, works just fine. And literally it took like the wife and I 2 hours or less to breeze through the entire campaign. And then the next two difficulties are going to be a lot more difficult. I remember the hours I spent up all night with my roommate, just fucking destroying those nightmare and the grim levels. I believe there are 3 levels in particular that are basically like hell, and the rest are basically harder versions of themselves, and it's fine. You just get through it. You know how to play the game. You know what perks to use. You know what guns you like and what guns are good for what, blah blah blah. But there are like 3 levels, including the very final one, that like, it's almost impossible because you die in one hit and you have to not get hit, and that's almost impossible on its own. Otherwise, like I said, great game, love the game, talk it up. 10 Tons is a great fucking studio. Maybe they'll have a few more games on the list, I don't know. One of them I wanted to make a video on, but it keeps putting me to sleep, which I hate to say about a company that and a game that's pretty cool, but it just makes me fall asleep. Anyway, Jim Bine, beat it. Now I'm almost platinumed on this one again. Leaderboards, they're back. We're not very high on them right now because we didn't have anything unlocked when we played them. So you only get what perks and what weapons you have unlocked. So that's why we had to go through the game and unlock everything, and then go back to survival with all the things unlocked. And then we'll beat those leaderboard scores, which should be actually working better than they did last year, or not last year, last generation. Because, like I said, there are several times that our scores didn't post because, like I said, somebody didn't have a PlayStation Plus account or didn't have an official PlayStation account, it was just a guest account, and like, even though we're playing online and playing and it's showing us beating the score, it didn't like load it to the leaderboard. I don't know, whatever, I don't care. It's just I don't have my high scores or leaderboards on very many things, you know, or anything at all. This is one of those things that just happens to have a leaderboard that I like, wanted to be on. So anyway, that was it. 10 minutes bonus video, Crimsonland on the PS5 now. Last video was PS4 version, so 12 games of Christmas, day 2, Crimsonland, PS5 version, absolutely smashing, fight on a Tuesday, and there you go. Once again, thanks for watching, love you guys, see you next time, bye, merry holiday.